Alrighty, and hi everybody, and welcome back to another big review. What? It's Maki! You guys, I finally have a figure after it feels like 3 months, and that maybe is actually how long it's been, but either way, I have Maki Zenin from Jujutsu Kaisen the Nendoroid. I've been very excited to get her. Now, as per usual, of course, just a quick look at the outside of the box. Nendoroid boxes are pretty uniform though, so if you've seen one, you've seen a lot of them, but just in case if you want to do just a normal comparison, she's got a deep purple on the outside, of course, with all of her pictures on the outside. So sorry, I'm still getting used to the new setup and I don't have everything finalized yet, so the stuff is very jerry-rigged right now on my table. It's pretty bad. Here is the top and the bottom. So again, pretty standard, but just so you know and can take a look, make sure you got the official one. Well, just be careful to not tear your box like I just did, but on the inside of the box, the official packaging has little ads and stuff on here, so that's one way to keep an eye out for the official versions. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me questions about those, so I'm going to try and just bring attention to the stuff when I do happen to notice it. Now, she's got like a deep eggplant purple here. If it doesn't even want to really focus because it's almost black. It's like just barely skirting the black territory, but very deep. So first, just because they're a little bit more boring, instructions, boom, bang, bing, bong, they're pretty long. It's just like English Japanese versions. Everyone, shame Cathaniel for being bad, digging through stuff, probably thinking about peeing on stuff. Everyone, shame. All right, anyways, after that fun intermission of disciplining my cat. This is a chaotic video. I kind of had a feeling something like this would happen. Here she is though, Jesus. She's got one clamshell here, but notice some of her accessories are in a separate baggie. We'll look and see what those are in a moment, but you got more or less an idea of what's going on the outside here. My goodness. First thing though, inside of the separate baggie, there is, of course, the extra, like, joint and some of the standard base stuff. But something fun that all the Jujutsu Nendoroids have had is they've been giving them all these custom bases, so I think that's pretty cool. Now, I do like having the actual, like, multiple holes to put things in, but, you know, it is kind of cool that they're doing more unique or custom things, at least for them. Now, I'm not sure exactly what this is going to go to just yet, but we'll figure it out later. She has another separate circle base and like effect piece stand. So just so you can see kind of like how these all attach and stuff. It's not something I've really done before, but there's like usually this thin film over a lot of the small pieces. Now I try to keep it in there to reuse later. I shouldn't have taken it all off, but oops. And then she herself is just carefully wrapped up in her own giant sleeve and then has a bunch of individual ones, which I'm going to take off here. Alrighty, now I'm probably not going to go too crazy on posing because as you guys know, this takes a lot of time, but I wanted to, of course, look at her free from the cage. Now this is just her in the standard set pose. I really love the way that she looks. Her hair is wonderfully painted. There's a lot of nice, I mean, Nendoroids usually do a pretty good job of painting. I say usually, but just actually gradienting, like having these deep colors on the edges and then light colors on like the broadest parts here. So it gives a lot of dimension to her otherwise kind of just straight flat hair. Her ponytail is nice and long, longer than I thought it was. I thought her hair was a little bit shorter, but hey, I don't mind. Nice long ponytail again too, with just like a nice amount of shape to it. So this is not a boring curve. It looks really great. I love Maki, so this is I'm really happy that she looks good. Her nice purple lenses with the clear lenses on the side of the frames itself. Her navy blue uniform, very sweet, very cute. She's got a couple, you can see articulation points as well. So we're going to look at that a little bit, but I don't want to mess with them too much because Nendoroid articulation is not great. It's going to be mostly just like simple rotations. You take out a piece, you replace the arm piece, and then, oh, it's slightly different. Her leggies kind of stiff for compared to her arms. So, you know, kind of get what you get. It's very, very, very slight. So if you can't see it or if it doesn't look like it, I again apologize. But her stockings are slightly more maroon than her uniform is. Again, very slight. I could even just be seeing things, you know, or just imagining things, but I do feel like it's, again, teeny tiny bit different. Her shoebies, they're like a brown gray color. So I think, of course, she just looks great. I love Maki. Now, she has 2 faces. She has 3 weapons. So she has her signature staff. She has like the 3, it's not nunchucks, but they're kind of like nunchucks. And she's got like a little ninja throwing knives. She also has a crushed can. I don't remember all the exact poses. When did she crush a can? I mean, mommy, but anyways. What I'm going to do for you guys though, I'm going to at least show all the different faces. I'm going to show the accessories individually, but I'm probably not going to pose with all of them because unfortunately it's just a lot. Oh, and something small since I'm changing her face too. I mean, this is most Nendoroids, but you can always change and take off the glasses if you so desire. So you can of course have her without them. Now I think it's a little bit strange having her without them. That's kind of a weird choice, but you know, you do you, I think. If the lights keep changing or if you think something looks a bit odd, I apologize. I'm testing stuff out. If anything looks better, you know, let me know and I can make sure I pay attention to which part of the video you're talking about, and I'll just kind of set that for the future. I'm probably going to be getting new lights and stuff soon anyways, because I'm just tired of all these warm lights that I've had. So here is her second face with the glasses. So this is her serious, either her fighting face or her challenging face. This is probably my favorite face of the 3, just because it kind of shows her really sparky attitude, I guess is a way to put it. Alrighty, now here is her last and third face. I think I made her glasses kind of crooked somehow, but you know, and this is such a cute face that they included for her, so I'm really glad that she came with it. But she still looks angry and upset because she can't help it, so super cute. I like this one a lot too. So arms and legs. Now she has, of course, the folded arms. It wouldn't be Maki if she didn't have a folded arms pose that you could pose her with, so very nice. Oh, there's the other side. I didn't show that, but you know, pretty boring underneath. They're not really missing much there. So she also has 2 bent arms. You can see here with both with holding hands. Now this one's actually to grip something. This is more of like a support hand, it looks like. So this wouldn't really be holding anything. It would just be kind of holding, like balancing, if that makes sense. She does come with a different shoulder piece. So most likely this is going to go out at a wider angle, so she can kind of have her arms away from her body, versus right now they're very close to her body. This is of course where you can use it with different arms as well, so nice that they included that. Now they did only include 1, so only 1 arm gets to really do like a super dynamic pose, it looks like. She also comes with 3 more hands other than the ones that I have shown. So the first is like come and fight me hand, so like where she's going like, yeah, come get it, that kind of hand. So a really cute hand to include for her. And she does come with another holding hand, so an actual gripping one, and I think this is either another support hand. Maybe this is the hold the crushed can that she comes with. Now she does come with the signature extra leg that Nendoroid likes to give, so she can have 1 bent leg, not 2 legs, just 1. Now for her more fun accessories, at least in my opinion, we're gonna go with the smallest first because I could lose it. Her super itty bitty tiny, tiny, let's see if I can even get it in focus, crushed can. So this is just a can that she crushed with her bare hands. You can see kind of the side there. They did do a little bit of like junky texture to it, or they just, you know, did it on purpose so no one would get mad if it was painted wrong. This is the throwing knife that she comes with, but there you go, so you can kind of get an idea. It's pretty standard. It's very teeny tiny as well. The triple nunchuck thing, the super powerful weapon that they use in that really cool fight towards the end of the first season. It does not bend. There's no give. It is stiff. This is the only way that it can be posed and positioned. It would have been nice if they would have at least made it a little bit, or given it a little bit of bend at the 3 arms. Maybe it would have just made more work. Maybe it would have also been harder to pose in that way. I don't know. Nendoroid posing is usually hard anyways, but it feels like, you know, you can't really do super dynamic things with this. Last but not least, I saved her personal staff that she uses for the end here. I don't remember the names of the weapons, sorry, sue me. But super nice. I mean, it is a little bit on the basic side with the paint. I mean, it's small and it's a Nendoroid weapon. Usually things get a little bit simple, but it is clean, so I can't really complain too much. I've had some things be a little bit funky before, but now there's not a lot of shading or anything like that. Like I said, it is pretty basic when it comes to the actual paint itself, but it gets the job done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put her in her last pose, and then we'll do final thoughts. Alrighty, and hey, really quick intermission from me posing her. Something I was curious about, because then there was that second stand, and with the pose that I chose, I was like, well, I don't really know what this would be used for. Looks like this is for the throwing knife. So basically, I mean, it's really straightforward, but you just boop, pop it in there, and now she can actually throw it at people. Now, it doesn't really look that great, you know, from anything but this angle. That's kind of the intention. So yeah, now you know. Alrighty, but here she is in the final pose. For reference, if anyone cares, I did change her hand to the beckoning hand on this one, of course. I, of course, got her posed up with her normal staff, her angry face, her one bent leg, and then as well, this is the additional shoulder piece. It actually, like I said, it puts her arm away from her body, so she can do not quite a T pose, but we can get kind of close to that idea. But yeah, I really liked Maki a lot. She came with a lot of great accessories. She's painted really well. She's one of my favorite characters. So I'm a little biased. They do have the custom base. You know, it looks nice overall. This is really a good Nendoroid. It's just well-rounded, which is really, really great. The only thing I could possibly foresee myself having an issue with, like I mentioned, I do like the unique base. I do think, I personally prefer the other bases because they do have multiple holes where you can put maybe like other Nendoroids attached in with it. I mean, it's just a matter of preference, but you know, it is nice that it does have the different design on it. I don't think hers is particularly great now, but she does have a unique base, which we do like to see. But really, I mean, that's the only complaint that I had. Everything else, I personally am fine with, especially when it comes to a Nendoroid. I think, again, this is probably one of the top Nendoroids that I have when it comes to just accessories and actual paint. I will be posting more photos of her on my Instagram. That's at Desunasis. I have all my other figures on there as well that you can take a look at. There's all these other places that you can follow me as well, so make sure to check them all out. Anyways, I appreciate you watching to the end of the video. It feels like this got a little bit derailed and crazy tonight. I'm not really sure what happened. This was kind of a cursed video for me. It's all that Jujutsu Kaisen curse spreading through. But I hope you had a great rest of your last week, and I hope you have a great rest of your next week. I'll see you guys later. Bye!